So I have this thing that I do when it comes to grieving for my father. I don't. It seems like I am very expressive and always thinking about him and all that because of how much I share online. But the reality is that's where it goes, and not so much in my personal life. In my personal life, when we go visit him in the cemetery, I personally can't stay that long, or I don't feel, I don't know, there's something that just doesn't feel connected. And then throughout the days where my family says, you know, if that sense of sorrow hits you, just release it, let it go. I can't, and I try, but there's just this block inside me where the moment that I'll feel, I can remember him and smile and say alhamdulillah and always praying for him. But then when it comes to that point where something hurts, like when that pinch is about to come, I stop. Like it's again, it's not intentional. It just, I close it off and I stay busy with something else. So that keeps on going. And then something random, like a while back when we're driving we're on a road trip, and there's 18-wheelers, there's trucks everywhere, and like my dad was an 18-wheeler driver, and like all of a sudden it just hits me, you know, just being on the same roads as him, just imagining what he was thinking, like, and then it'll just boom, like, and then I just break down. It just hits you, and it's like a punch in the gut. But it's less of a punch, and it's more like being stabbed in the gut. And you're not crying because you got stabbed. You're crying because that thing that's stabbing you is like shoving itself in and making sure that you really feel it. It's like, wait, I don't think you might, you know, I don't think you feel it enough. I don't think you're hurting enough. Let me push it in more. That's how I feel the few times it does come out. And I felt it earlier, like not too long ago, it happened. And so I know I should be letting it out more. And I know people say don't hold back, but I'll be honest, like, it is so painful. I love my father so much. Allah yarhamu. I love him so much. It's too painful to face. And it's not, if I could, I would just release it. I'd rather have these little tiny moments that I can just like release off my chest, and then another little moment, release off my chest, but it's just, I can't. Like, it's like, because it's never gonna be that little. And it's like, I don't know. Like, it hurts so much that it's not easy to just release or face. He was my confidant. I told him everything. I talked everything through with him. I argued with him. I laughed with him. Like he was my guide. And I know my guidance and protection should be from Allah, and it always will be. I don't doubt that. But it's really hard to teach yourself, and I see it as not a void that I'm, you know, living, that I have without my father. No, it's just learning to live a new life without him. It's really hard sometimes. It's just really hard sometimes when the person that understood you more than you understood yourself is not here. When the person you did so much to make happy and proud is not here. And I think my trigger today was, I'm so happy because I was watching all the Gaza, all the kids that are graduating high school. Okay, over there back home, high school is like harder than college. Like, it's such a big deal when you pass the exams to graduate. It's such a big celebration. It's celebrated more than even from graduating from university. So I was in the middle of getting ready to post a few and post a congratulations to them, and all of them getting their grade announcements over their phone, and their whole family celebrating in the midst of so much turmoil going on in Gaza. I was already emotional because I was so happy for them, and I was picking things here and there to get ready to post, and then I saw a post of a girl who was sitting next, damn it from Gaza, that was looking at her phone and got her results, and she was just so shocked that she passed. And her father like jumped, and he was wearing a dish dash that my father has, like just a simple gray one, and he was just sitting casually next to her like my dad would have, and then he jumped when she jumped, and then like I could see his joy whenever he realized that she graduated, and he kissed her cheek and was just so happy. And like, it's not like Palestinian dads are not like these crazy expressive men, so the emotions that they do show, you know, it's so deep and means so much, and it's subtle. And that's how I felt it from my dad. He was not one to really just, you know, shout his emotions, but the little he did, even just in a hug or his movements, you could feel his happiness or pride. And so when I saw it in this man, in this Palestinian dad, it made me think of my dad. And it just hit me. And so that's one of the triggers that I'm talking about, that I don't face the pain often, and when I do, it's without me, it's unsolicited. And that was one of the moments that I just had, and I'm so happy for the brothers and sisters in Gaza. It just made me miss my dad, and that one clip just totally got me. And like, you know, everyone knows my journey going back to school after so many years of being in fear, doubting myself, and I'm doing it not for my father, but it's my father who gave me the final push, because right before he passed away, the one thing he said for me to do was to take care of myself. To please take care of myself, that there's no one that's gonna look out for me like I will, and that to please just have the strength to push through and finish school, to always have that for myself. And so I am doing it. A part of me is doing it for him because he asked that of me like right before, and it makes sense why he would ask that of me. It's for myself, it's for my own good. But so just seeing that girl graduate and her father so happy, just inshallah, I can just, inshallah, it's just that like I was also getting ready for this upcoming semester all last night, preparing for the classes, and like how I'm gonna be able to finish sooner than later and all that, and then I just thought about it, and I would really want my dad there, because it was such a long journey to get there. But I am less deserving than those brothers and sisters in Gaza that have worked through nights without power, with bombings in the background, and still managed, losing family members, being orphaned, and still managing to finish their school. So they are absolutely my idols in pushing through and overcoming my own fears. Mashallah. So yeah, I feel like I just needed that off my chest, and maybe just putting it out there in order to stop doing it, because I don't want to put a front or have that impression with my posts 2 years later that I'm composed and okay and have this whole grieving thing figured out. It's not easy. I know a lot of you guys message me about recent passings of your loved ones, or passings that have occurred years and years and years ago in your life. I just want you to know that you're not alone. all just trying to make it through. And all we can do is put our faith in Allah and keep praying that one day we'll be reunited with our loved ones. And that until then, just keep walking a path to Allah and praying that Allah provides mercy, forgiveness, and light to their souls as they are resting in their garden, facing heaven, inshallah. So, I love y'all. Until next time. If I have to post it every time, I will, because I gotta let this stuff out. This can't keep sitting inside me, and I just keep staying busy. I can't keep holding this in. Love y'all. Salam.